What if I told you about timeless musical influence? Long before pop idols like Justin Bieber took the stage, there was a smooth singer named Frank Sinatra whose music resonated deeply with fans. Sinatra, known for his distinct voice and charming style, had a way of connecting with his audience that transcended generations. In the mid-20th century, he became a cultural icon, captivating listeners with hits like My Way and New York, New York. His ability to convey emotion and tell stories through song made him not just a performer, but a beloved figure in music history. Sinatra's influence can still be felt today, as many artists draw inspiration from his work. This shows how music can forge lasting connections, illustrating that, whether past or present, some artists leave an indelible mark on our hearts. So the next time you hear a classic tune, remember the legends that paved the way for today's stars. What do you think makes music so powerful across the ages? Here's a wild fact about solar eclipses. Did you know that the longest theoretical total eclipse of the sun can last an astonishing 732 minutes? This incredible duration depends on the unique sizes and orbital mechanics of the Earth, Moon, and Sun. A total solar eclipse occurs when the Moon completely covers the Sun, casting a shadow on Earth. Normally, these events are fleeting, lasting just a few minutes. However, in rare scenarios where the Moon is at the right distance from Earth and aligned perfectly, you could experience an eclipse that stretches out for over 12 hours. Imagine witnessing daytime turn to midnight for that long. How breathtaking would that be? While we might not see an eclipse that long in our lifetimes due to the complexities of celestial physics, understanding the potential highlights the intricate dance between these massive heavenly bodies. So when's the next time you plan to watch a solar eclipse? What if I told you about Sakurajima Island's fiery secret? This captivating location in Japan showcases the extraordinary relationship between humanity and nature. Sakurajima is one of the world's most active volcanoes, with eruptions occurring frequently enough that volcanic ash regularly blankets the island. Local residents have developed remarkable adaptations to coexist with this volcanic giant, turning what one might perceive as danger into a unique way of life. Imagine children walking to school on a soft layer of ash, where daily errands often include clearing the streets with specialized machines designed to sweep away the dust. This innovative approach highlights the impressive ingenuity and resilience of the community. But Sakurajima is not just about volcanic eruptions. It's a vibrant hub for tourists eager to witness its dramatic landscapes and engage with volcanic science. The island serves as a powerful reminder of nature's unpredictability while nurturing a rich, thriving culture around it. So how does life continue on an island sculpted by relentless natural forces? Prepare to be amazed by silk hens and their mysteries. These fascinating birds have a remarkable ability to create intricate silk nets that serve an important purpose. They protect their eggs. While the exact species of silk hen responsible for weaving these enigmatic structures remains a mystery, the beauty and complexity of these nets are truly captivating. The silk formations resemble needle-like patterns, all enclosed within a unique circular shape that adds to their allure. Scientists have yet to observe these creations closely, leaving plenty of room for curiosity and further research. Imagine the wonder of discovering how a creature as seemingly simple as a hen can craft such delicate and functional artwork. The protective silk not only guards the eggs from potential dangers, but also raises questions about the evolutionary advantages provided by this unique trait. What else might we uncover about these extraordinary silk hens? Surprisingly, it's a fact that dog-headed spiders exist. Nestled deep within the lush rainforests of the Amazon, a truly unique arachnid has captured the attention of both scientists and nature lovers. The dog-headed spider. This remarkable creature, known scientifically for its extraordinary appearance, gets its name from its dog-like head, which features a striking resemblance to our furry companions. Beyond its peculiar looks, the dog-headed spider boasts a stunning palette of colors that perfectly blends into the vibrant hues of its rainforest home, providing camouflage against predators while silently stalking its prey. Behavioral studies reveal that this spider exhibits fascinating mating rituals, which researchers are eager to understand more fully. Each encounter could provide insights into its life cycle and evolutionary adaptations. The discovery of the dog-headed spider is a thrilling reminder that the natural world is full of unexpected marvels. With so many hidden gems waiting to be discovered, this quirky arachnid invites us to appreciate the wonders of biodiversity and to look beyond the well-known species that usually capture our attention. What other hidden treasures await us in nature's depths? Flamenco, Spain's heartbeat of dance and passion. Flamenco is more than just a dance. It's a vibrant expression of culture and emotion, deeply rooted in the Andalusian region of Spain. Originating in the 18th century, this energetic art form combines dancing, singing, and guitar playing, showcasing the rich traditions of the Romani, Arab, and Jewish communities. The performances are filled with lively footwork, intricate hand movements, and passionate music, creating a spellbinding experience that captivates audiences worldwide. You might see dancers wearing colorful dresses, clapping along to rhythms, and feeling the music in their hearts as they tell stories through their movements. Over the years, flamenco has evolved, yet it retains its passionate essence, becoming recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Whether you're watching a performance in a bustling tablao or taking part in a flamenco class, you'll find that this dance connects not just the body and the soul, but people from all walks of life. Have you ever felt the rhythm of flamenco? Can you imagine that camels can survive 2 weeks without water? These incredible animals have special adaptations that allow them to thrive in some of the driest places on Earth. Their unique kidneys are biological marvels, designed to minimize water loss while filtering out waste. This means that even when conditions get tough, camels can tolerate losing a significant amount of body fluid. For them, staying hydrated is an art. When they find water, they can gulp down a whopping 40 gallons in one go, replenishing their bodies rapidly. This remarkable ability not only makes camels kings of the desert, but also enables them to support humans and other animals in extreme climates. Imagine riding a camel across the hot sands, knowing that these resilient creatures can go days without a drink. Isn't it fascinating how nature has equipped them for life in such harsh environments? This might surprise you. The mystery of Frederick Valentich. In 1978, a young Australian pilot named Frederick Valentich vanished during a routine flight over the Bass Strait. Just before disappearing, he reported seeing a strange metallic aircraft hovering above him, claiming in his last words, "It's not an aircraft." His sudden disappearance sparked widespread speculation about UFO encounters, prompting many theories about what happened that night. Despite extensive searches, neither Valentich nor his aircraft was ever found, leaving his family and the public with lingering questions and a chilling sense of uncertainty. What really happened to him? Some believe he may have encountered extraterrestrial beings, while others think he might have suffered a tragic accident. The case remains unsolved, captivating the imagination of UFO enthusiasts and conspiracy theorists alike. Why does this story continue to intrigue us even decades later? Most people don't know this, but stones can become art. Hungarian artist Szilika Erzsébet has a unique approach to sculpture that truly celebrates nature. Instead of carving or altering stone, she transforms ordinary pebbles into stunning works of art through careful arrangement. Erzsébet meticulously cleans and organizes stones of all shapes, sizes, and colors, allowing their natural beauty to shine. Her sculptures not only capture the eye, but also tell stories through the patterns and hues of the pebbles she chooses. Imagine a vibrant tapestry made entirely from stones, each one selected for its distinctive characteristics, reflecting her artistic vision. Erzsébet's work challenges our understanding of sculpture, blurring the lines between nature and creativity. This innovative method invites us to appreciate the simplicity of materials that might otherwise be overlooked. It's a beautiful reminder of how art can be found in the most unexpected places, encouraging us to see the world around us through a new lens. Have you ever looked at stones and envisioned them as part of a masterpiece? What if I told you oxygen powers our very lives? Oxygen makes up about 20% of the air we breathe, and it's absolutely essential for our survival. Every time we take a breath, this vital gas enters our lungs and enters our bloodstream. where it travels to every cell in our body. Here, our cells use oxygen in a process called cellular respiration, turning glucose, a sugar derived from the food we eat, into energy. This energy fuels everything we do, from thinking and moving to growing and healing. But if we don't get enough oxygen, our bodies can't produce this energy efficiently. This is especially critical for our brains, which are among the most sensitive organs when it comes to oxygen deprivation. A shortage can lead to confusion, fatigue, and even fainting. So next time you take a deep breath, remember just how important oxygen is for keeping you energized and alert. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Madrid is Spain's capital. This major change happened when King Philip II chose to move the heart of power from Toledo to Madrid in 1561. He saw potential in Madrid's central location, which made it easier to govern the vast Spanish Empire. This decision transformed Madrid from a relatively small town into a vibrant capital, bustling with political activity, culture, and commerce. Over the years, as the royal court settled in, lavish palaces were built, including the Grand Royal Palace, which still stands today. Madrid's allure grew, attracting artists, thinkers, and explorers. The city became a symbol of Spain's power and influence, influencing everything from art to architecture. Today, Madrid is not only the political hub of Spain, but also a cultural hotspot, known for its rich history, lively atmosphere, and delicious cuisine. How did this tiny town become such a vibrant capital? This might surprise you. Runway numbers reveal direction. Each runway at an airport is labeled with a number that gives a hint about its orientation. For example, a runway marked as 14 actually points toward 140 degrees from magnetic north. This clever system helps pilots and air traffic controllers communicate efficiently and avoid confusion. Imagine a busy airport with all the takeoffs and landings happening at the same time. Knowing the exact heading makes it easier for everyone involved to ensure flights operate smoothly. Just as sailors use compasses to navigate the seas, pilots use runway numbers to guide their planes through the skies. This straightforward approach simplifies operations, enhancing safety while managing the complex ballet of aircraft on the ground and in the air. So the next time you see a runway number, remember, it's not just a label, but a vital navigation tool. Believe it or not, your liver does over 500 tasks. This incredible organ is the body's unsung hero, tirelessly working behind the scenes to keep us healthy. The liver filters your blood, removing harmful substances like toxins that enter our system every day. It doesn't stop there. It also stores energy in the form of glycogen, ready to be released when your body needs a quick boost. Ever wonder how fat is digested? Your liver produces bile, a crucial digestive fluid that helps break down fats and absorb vitamins from your food. It maintains balance in your body, regulating everything from blood sugar levels to cholesterol. Even though it performs all these functions without seeking applause, you should definitely appreciate your liver. It's a remarkable organ, and keeping it healthy with good nutrition and moderate alcohol intake is key to a vibrant life. So next time you think about your health, remember to give a little love to your liver. You won't believe Circuit City's crazy DVD idea. In 1998, Circuit City launched a disposable DVD known as DiVX, aiming to change how we experience movies at home. This unusual DVD could only be watched for 48 hours after you first pressed play. After that, if viewers wanted to watch it again, they had to pay an extra fee. Imagine renting a film and having a timer ticking down on your chance to enjoy it. Unfortunately, the concept didn't catch on, and DVX flopped within just a year. Many experts believe that this failed product added to the challenges facing Circuit City, which ultimately led to the company's bankruptcy in 2009. With its hopeful innovation, Circuit City aimed to corner the movie rental market but misjudged what customers really wanted. Who would pay for a movie and then have to hurry to watch it before time runs out? Why exactly does Yorktown hold such historical significance? The Siege of Yorktown in 1781 stands as a pivotal moment in the American Revolutionary War, reshaping the destiny of a nation. American and French forces joined forces to confront the British troops, commanded by General Cornwallis, who underestimated their tactical genius. The siege began in September, and witnessed weeks of intense military strategies. As British soldiers believed they were secure, the Americans launched a series of cleverly orchestrated assaults, gradually tightening their grip around Cornwallis's position. By mid-October, the British were low on supplies and reinforcements, trapped in a precarious situation. On October 17th, Cornwallis chose to surrender, marking not just a significant loss for the British, but a profound triumph for the nascent American independence movement. This victory invigorated both American and French morale and signaled to other nations around the globe that the American cause was legitimate and worthy of assistance. Consequently, the Siege of Yorktown set the stage for negotiations that ultimately granted the colonies their independence, illustrating how one decisive event can alter the trajectory of history forever. Did you know that chrysanthemum tea once promised immortality? In ancient Chinese medicine, this vibrant herbal tea was revered not just for its beautiful blossoms, but also for its incredible supposed powers. People believed that drinking chrysanthemum tea could lead to eternal life, making it a staple in various healing traditions. Although its promises of immortality may sound fanciful today, chrysanthemum tea does contain beneficial antioxidants. These antioxidants can help protect the body from oxidative stress and lower inflammation. While it's not a miracle cure, many still enjoy chrysanthemum tea for its soothing properties and pleasant floral flavor. Today, enthusiasts savor it not just for its historical significance, but also for its refreshing taste. So the next time you sip this lovely tea, remember its intriguing past and the culture that once believed it could conquer death. Enjoying a cup is a delightful way to connect with ancient traditions, don't you think? Why exactly does the term flaplings excite paleontologists? In 2005, scientists diving into the ancient world of pterosaurs coined the term flaplings to refer to young pterosaurs in their crucial early developmental stage. These feathered giants, often mistaken for dinosaurs, actually belong to a unique group of reptiles that ruled the skies millions of years ago. The flapling phase is particularly fascinating because these tiny creatures were learning to fly, a skill that can mean the difference between life and death in the wild. Flaplings began to use their wings for the very first time, wobbling and flapping in attempts to take to the air. This term captures not just their age, but their incredible journey of learning. By understanding flaplings, paleontologists gain deeper insights into how these ancient animals grew up and adapted, revealing the wonders of evolution and our planet's history. What happens when you drive through floodwaters? Driving through floodwaters may seem harmless, but it can be incredibly dangerous. Even a few inches of moving water can sweep away a vehicle, making it a life-threatening decision. Each year, a significant percentage of flood-related deaths occur because people underestimate the power of water. For instance, just 6 inches of fast-moving water can knock over an adult, while 1 foot can float most cars. Many drivers mistakenly believe that their vehicle can handle deeper waters, but in reality, the force of the current can easily overwhelm the tires and cause vehicles to be swept away. Additionally, submerged obstacles like trees and debris can pose hidden risks. It's crucial to view floodwaters with caution and always seek higher ground instead of trying to drive through. When in doubt, turning around is the safest option. So next time you face flooded roads, remember, safety should always come first. Let's explore why our skin is so amazing. The skin is the largest organ of the human body, and it plays a crucial role in keeping us healthy and safe. Covering our entire body, it acts as a shield against harmful bacteria and UV rays from the sun. But that's not all. Skin also regulates our body temperature. When we get too hot, it helps cool us down by sweating, which is why you might feel cooler when you perspire. Additionally, skin is packed with sensory receptors that allow us to touch, feel, and experience the world around us. It even helps produce vitamin D when exposed to sunlight, vital for bone health. Furthermore, skin has its own ecosystem of microorganisms that work to keep it healthy. Interestingly, its structure consists of multiple layers, each with its own functions, including the epidermis, dermis, and subcutaneous tissue. This complex organ does so much more than just cover us. It's vital for our overall health and well-being. So next time you think about your health, remember to appreciate your skin's incredible abilities. Hard to believe, but Napster changed music forever. In 1999, Napster burst onto the scene and transformed the way we listen to and share music, quickly attracting a staggering 26.4 million users. This peer-to-peer file-sharing application allowed people to easily swap songs online, fundamentally shifting the music industry's landscape. Before Napster, buying music meant heading to the store for CDs or cassette tapes. But suddenly, with just a few clicks, users could download tracks for free, leading to a revolution in music access. Artists and record labels were taken by surprise as traditional distribution methods were turned upside down. New artists found a platform to showcase their work, while listeners could explore genres and tracks they might never have encountered before. However, this new way of sharing music also sparked heated debates about copyright and royalties, challenging the very foundation of how music was monetized. Despite its shutdown in 2001, the legacy of Napster lives on. It paved the way for streaming services like Spotify and Apple Music, which changed our relationship with music once more. So next time you hit play on a playlist, remember the wild ride that started with Napster. Ever wonder why Finland is the happiest country? For 7 years in a row, this Northern European gem has topped the World Happiness Report, capturing the attention of people globally. But what makes Finland so delightful? One reason is its strong social support system, which ensures that citizens feel valued and cared for. The Finnish education system is another standout feature, as it emphasizes creativity and encourages students to learn at their own pace. Additionally, the breathtaking natural landscapes foster a love for the outdoors, promoting well-being and connectivity with nature. Finland's commitment to equality and a healthy work-life balance also plays a significant role in enhancing happiness. Furthermore, locals enjoy elements like saunas and a rich culture that encourages community bonding. All of these factors blend seamlessly to create an environment where happiness truly flourishes. Could Finland's approach be the secret to a better life? Discover the vibrant Arembe ritual of the Himba tribe. In Namibia, young women undergo a beautiful rite of passage called Arembe that marks their transition into adulthood. This colorful ceremony involves covering the women in a unique mixture of butter, animal fat, and red pigments. The red symbolizes not only beauty, but also the important shift towards maturity and readiness for marriage. Traditionally, this celebration is a joyful event, bringing together family and community members who support the young women. As they are adorned with these natural materials, they also receive blessings and advice from their elders, reinforcing cultural values. Participants often dance and sing, creating an atmosphere filled with excitement and pride. Arembe is more than just a physical transformation. It's a profound cultural milestone that honors heritage, identity, and the spirit of the Himba people. Did you know that quinine comes from a tree? The Sanshino tree found in South America holds a surprising secret. Its bark is the source of quinine, a powerful anti-malarial drug that has saved countless lives. Quinine works by interfering with the malaria parasite's ability to multiply, making it a vital treatment in areas where malaria is common. But that's not all. Quinine also gives tonic water its distinctive and slightly bitter taste, making it a favorite mixer for drinks like gin and tonic. This fascinating connection shows how a single tree contributes not only to medicine, but also to our enjoyment of beverages. Imagine sipping a refreshing drink, knowing that the very bark of a tree has played a role in fighting a serious disease. The Sanshona tree truly connects nature and our daily lives in a remarkable way. Hard to believe, but Phineas Gage survived a bizarre accident. In 1848, Phineas Gage, a railroad worker in Vermont, experienced an incredible incident that would change the field of neuroscience forever. While he was handling dynamite to blow up rock, an iron rod accidentally shot through his skull, piercing through his frontal lobes. Amazingly, Gage stood up and even spoke shortly after this horrific event, shocking everyone around him. However, the iron rod, which measured around 13 inches long, took more than just his physical well-being. It dramatically altered his personality. Friends described him as once being responsible and sociable, but after the accident, he became impulsive and irresponsible. This transformation sparked interest in how brain injuries can affect personal identity and behavior, making Gage an early subject of study in psychology and neuroscience. How did such a traumatic experience shape our understanding of the brain? Let's uncover the truth about identical twins. Imagine two identical twins, both named James, separated at birth yet living eerily similar lives. This fascinating story showcases how closely their paths mirrored each other. Both twins grew up unaware of each other's existence, but ended up following remarkably parallel journeys. They became police officers, dedicated to upholding the law, while their personal lives unfolded in astonishingly similar fashion. Each James married a woman named Linda, only to go through a divorce and remarry women named Betty. This almost script-like resemblance of their life choices raises intriguing questions about nature versus nurture. Are their choices influenced more by genetics or environment? The twins' experiences remind us how DNA can play a significant role in shaping who we are, even when we're raised apart. So what does this mean for the larger questions of identity and destiny? Let's uncover the truth about suing God. In 2000, a Nebraska woman named Betty Penrose shook up the legal world by filing a lawsuit against the Almighty himself. Betty claimed that God was responsible for her misfortunes, including her failed relationships and financial struggles. Although the court quickly dismissed her case as frivolous, it opened up a fascinating discussion about the intersection of faith and the law. Many people were left wondering, can you really hold a divine being accountable in a courtroom? The case raised important questions about the limits of legal action, the nature of belief, and the relationship between humans and the divine. While Betty's lawsuit didn't survive in court, it certainly sparked debates that continue to interest scholars, theologians, and everyday folks alike. What does it really mean to seek justice, and how do personal beliefs fit into that pursuit? You might be shocked to learn that white giraffes exist. In the wild, these remarkable animals showcase a condition known as leucism. Unlike albinism, which affects the eyes and can hamper vision, leucism allows the white giraffe to maintain normal eyesight. This means they can see their surroundings clearly, which is crucial for survival. The distinctive pale or patchy skin and fur makes them stand out, drawing both awe and concern from wildlife enthusiasts and conservationists alike. As they roam their habitats, these unique giraffes serve as a powerful symbol of biodiversity and the urgent need for wildlife conservation efforts. Increased attention to their plight highlights the challenges faced by such species in an ever-changing environment. By learning about the white giraffe, we can inspire actions to protect not just them, but the rich tapestry of life they represent. Will you join the effort to safeguard their future? Did you know a $2 bail changed a life? In 2014, Itab Del Salem found himself trapped in a nightmare after being jailed due to a misunderstanding about his bail. This $2 fee, which seems minuscule on its own, kept him imprisoned for 5 long months because of communication issues between the court and the jail. This case sheds light on the glaring mistakes in our justice system, where such a small amount can dictate someone's freedom. Atab's experience raises critical questions about how bail systems can sometimes fail people, especially those who are poor or don't have advocates to help navigate legal processes. The situation reveals the need for reforms to ensure that justice is not only swift, but also fair and informed. So how can we avoid allowing something as trivial as $2 to prevent human lives from flourishing? Can you imagine that pineapples are drought survivors? Pineapple plants are truly remarkable. Even though they take a long time to grow, roughly 18 to 24 months before producing delicious fruit, they have evolved to handle challenging weather conditions. These strong plants can endure short droughts, which means they don't need constant watering. This resilience comes in handy in various tropical climates, where rainfall can be unpredictable. Plus, pineapples can also withstand light frosts, making them tougher than you might think. Their adaptability to different environments allows farmers in places like Costa Rica and the Philippines to cultivate pineapples successfully. So the next time you enjoy a slice of pineapple, remember that this sweet fruit has a story of survival and strength behind it, thriving under conditions that might challenge other plants. Hard to believe, but Vikings reached North America first. Historians have uncovered remarkable evidence that suggests Norse explorers made it to North America around the year 1000, nearly 5 centuries before Christopher Columbus set sail. This significant discovery challenges the long-held belief that Columbus was the first European to discover the continent. The Viking settlement at Lance aux Meadows in Newfoundland, Canada, serves as a key site, providing artifacts and remains of Norse structures. These findings reveal a culture of seafaring adventurers who not only journeyed across the harsh Atlantic, but established settlements, traded, and interacted with the indigenous peoples they encountered. Imagine what life was like for these early explorers as they navigated unknown waters and faced the challenges of the New World. This revelation redefines our understanding of exploration and shows that the Viking legacy has shaped North American history in unexpected ways. Have you ever wondered about women's tiny pockets? This quirky design choice actually has a deep-rooted history. Back in the 1800s, women's clothing often featured small, decorative pockets. The idea was that having real pockets could encourage independence among women, allowing them to carry essential items without needing a man's help. However, societal norms at the time led to the design being more of a fashion statement rather than a practical feature. As a result, women became accustomed to relying on purses to hold their belongings, which conveniently shifted the focus from pockets to handbags. This choice not only shaped fashion, but also reflected the changing roles of women in society. Today, many women still find they need to juggle their daily essentials in purses rather than utilizing the pockets their male counterparts enjoy. Isn't it interesting how a simple pocket can carry so much history? Believe it or not, boiling seafood reveals a hidden secret. When we toss seafood like lobsters, crabs, and shrimp into boiling water, something incredible happens. They turn bright red. This striking transformation is thanks to a pigment called astaxanthin, which is naturally found in the shells of these crustaceans. Initially, this vibrant pigment is hidden beneath a protein complex known as crustaceanin. When seafood is cooked, the heat breaks down this protein, allowing the astaxanthin to shine through, giving that boiling pot its stunning color. Astaxanthin not only makes these delicacies visually appealing, but also serves as a powerful antioxidant. This means it can have health benefits too. It's fascinating to think that the red hues we see in our favorite seafood dishes hold this chemical magic within. Next time you enjoy a meal of boiled crustaceans, you can appreciate not only their taste, but also the science behind their beautiful color. How amazing is it that cooking can unveil such vibrant beauty? Did you know corvata can affect brain blood flow? A 2018 magnetic resonance study brought to light a startling fact. Corvata can actually reduce blood flow to the brain by 7.5%. This constriction of the regular vein limits the oxygen supply to the brain, which can lead to serious issues including brain damage and cognitive decline. The impact of corvata is especially concerning for people who work short-term labor hours, as they often wear tighter clothing that may worsen this problem. Health professionals have started advocating for more flexible clothing choices to help counteract this risk. By allowing for better blood circulation, flexible attire can play a crucial role in protecting brain health and ensuring that individuals can perform at their best. As we become more aware of how clothing choices affect our health, it's important to consider making adjustments for the sake of our brains. After all, who wouldn't want to keep their minds sharp and agile? Discover the world's tiniest international bridge. This unique structure, located between Spain and Portugal, stretches just 10.5 feet across the majestic Guadiana River. Can you imagine that? The bridge, called the Puente Internacional de la Raya, is so small it only takes about 5 steps to walk across. While many bridges span vast distances, this one highlights the quirky side of geography and the close ties between neighboring countries. When people cross it, they are literally stepping from one country to another in just a few moments. The bridge stands as a symbol of unity, showcasing how even small connections can hold great significance. Visitors often stop to take pictures, marveling at the idea of being in 2 places at once. Who knew a bridge could be so tiny, yet so fascinating? This might surprise you. Harry Potter faced rejection. Before dazzling millions, J.K. Rowling's first book encountered a mountain of obstacles. The beloved tale of a young wizard was initially turned down by 12 different publishers who just couldn't see the magic in it. Bloomsbury finally took a chance on the story, helping to launch an entire franchise that would change children's literature forever. Rowling's perseverance is a testament to believing in your dreams, illustrating how even the most successful stories can struggle in the beginning. Each rejection only fueled her determination, teaching that resilience can lead to success. The Harry Potter series eventually enchanted the world, breaking records and captivating hearts. But none of it would have happened without those tough first steps. So, are you ready to chase your dreams despite the odds? What if I told you drums communicated over 100 miles? Long before phones and the internet, African tribes had an extraordinary way of sending messages using drums. This impressive method allowed them to share news across vast distances, reaching up to 100 miles. These drumming patterns weren't just random beats, they conveyed specific messages, much like a language of their own. For example, different rhythms might signal a call for help, a change in leadership, or even details about an upcoming celebration. The unique sounds of the drums traveled through the air, bridging the gap between communities and enhancing their connections. Such innovative methods of communication illustrate how resourceful people can be when it comes to keeping in touch. So the next time you hear a drum, think about the stories and messages it might carry from far away. You might be surprised by your sleep time. Did you know that, on average, it takes about 7 minutes for a person to fall asleep? This might seem quick, but the exact time can vary greatly depending on a few key factors. For instance, stress levels are a major player. If your mind is racing with worries or plans, it might take longer to drift off. Comfort also matters. Your pillow, mattress, and overall sleeping environment significantly contribute to how quickly you can snooze. Individual sleeping habits play a role too. Some people have consistent nighttime routines that help signal their bodies when it's time to sleep, leading to a faster transition into dreamland. Others might struggle with irregular schedules or late-night screens, which can extend the time it takes to fall asleep. Next time you're lying in bed, consider what factors might be influencing your sleep time. Are you cozy enough? Is your mind at ease? Small changes can make a big difference in how quickly you find rest. Here's a wild fact about swimming pigs. On a stunning uninhabited island in the Bahamas known as Pig Beach, you can find adorable pigs that swim in the turquoise waters. This unique place has become famous for its friendly resident swine, who love to splash around in the ocean. Tourists flock to the island not just to bask in the sun on the soft sand, but also to watch these pigs paddle and play. The story goes that the pigs were brought to the island by sailors who intended to return for them, but they never did. Instead, the pigs learned to swim and thrive on the island's resources. Visitors often feed them snacks, and it's a delight to see how the pigs instinctively dive and swim to get their treats. This quirky attraction raises awareness about wildlife and conservation, making Pig Beach a must-see for anyone exploring the Bahamas. Would you dare to swim with pigs? Can you believe this futuristic basketball court? Imagine playing basketball on a court where the floor lights up and changes right before your eyes. This incredible innovation features an interactive LED floor that reacts to gameplay, adding dazzling visual effects that make every game feel like an event. As players dribble, shoot, and defend, the floor responds with colors and designs that enhance the energy of the game. This technology not only entertains the players, but also engages the audience, making it perfect for events and tournaments. What's more, these LED floors can be customized for different themes or celebrations, meaning that every experience can be unique. Whether you're a casual player or a serious athlete, this interactive court brings a whole new level of excitement to the game. Imagine the thrill of making a perfect shot and seeing the floor light up in celebration. This blend of sports and technology creates a dynamic atmosphere that keeps everyone on their toes. Are you ready to step onto this amazing court? What if I told you sea urchins have secret weapons? These fascinating sea creatures thrive in ocean environments using a clever water vascular system that aids in their movement and defense. This unique system allows them to control water within their bodies, helping them extend and retract their tube feet, which they use to navigate rocky seafloors. But that's not all. Sea urchins also sport a remarkable jaw-like structure known as Aristotle's lantern. This specialized feeding mechanism consists of 5 tooth-like plates that scrape algae and other food sources off hard surfaces. By utilizing these tools, sea urchins engage in a mini battle against marine plants, helping maintain the balance of their ecosystem. These little guys are not just spiky balls drifting in the ocean. They actively interact with their surroundings, showcasing an incredible blend of evolution and survival strategies. You won't believe this about the biggest water slide. The world's largest water slide, found in Kansas City, was a thrilling ride that reached speeds up to 70 miles per hour. Just imagine plunging down a massive, twisting slide, feeling the rush of wind and water as you zoomed along. However, this extreme experience came with serious risks. After several modifications intended to improve safety, the issues continued to pile up. Authorities were alarmed by the potential for injuries and ultimately decided it was best to shut it down. Riders had reported not just exhilarating speeds, but incidents that raised eyebrows about safety protocols. While many loved the adrenaline, the risk became too significant to ignore. This story reminds us that sometimes the excitement of adventure must be balanced with common sense. Could this be the end of extreme water slides? Did you know rats can save lives? African giant pouched rats are remarkable creatures, and they play a crucial role in detecting landmines and tuberculosis. These clever animals are trained to sniff out danger, yet they're light enough to walk over landmines without triggering them. This unique ability makes them invaluable in areas where landmines pose a significant threat to communities. One of the most famous rats, Magawa, gained international attention for his extraordinary accomplishments. He became the first rat to earn the PDSA Gold Medal for bravery by clearing thousands of square meters of dangerous land in Cambodia, potentially saving countless human lives. It's incredible to think that these adorable rats combine their natural instincts with training to help keep people safe. They are saving lives with each careful step, all while sporting their fluffy tails and curious noses. So, next time you think of rats, remember, they're not just pests, they're furry heroes making a difference in the world. Surprisingly, it's a fact that Aokigahara is hauntingly infamous. Tucked away at the base of the iconic Mount Fuji in Japan, Aokigahara Forest, often referred to as the Suicide Forest, has earned a grim reputation due to its tragic history of suicides. Its dense trees and tranquil surroundings create a serene atmosphere, which contrasts sharply with the sorrowful stories linked to the area. Visitors and locals sometimes whisper about the eerie experiences they have had. Strange apparitions and disembodied whispers weaving through the branches add to a sense of unease. Many believe that the forest is haunted, with countless tales capturing the imagination of those who venture in. Despite its dark background, Aokigahara attracts tourists curious about its natural beauty. Hiking through its paths provides a glimpse into a complex mix of life, loss, and the haunting tales that linger like the fog over the forest floor. Here's a wild fact about birds and gravity. Birds rely on gravity when they dive, which influences their behavior in fascinating ways. Unlike humans, birds can't tuck their heads down and swoop into the water in a sleek dive. Instead, they have to keep their heads up while diving, using their body weight and momentum to plunge into the air or water. This necessity leads to some interesting drinking habits. When birds drink, they tilt their heads back to let the water flow down their throats rather than dipping their beaks into the water like other animals might do. This instinctive behavior showcases how birds have adapted to their environment, using gravity to their advantage. So next time you see a bird at your local pond or park, pay attention to how they drink and dive. It's all about making the most of the forces of nature. Can you imagine that many nails in your stomach? In a remarkable medical case, a 43-year-old man named Bola Shankar had 116 iron nails removed from his stomach after experiencing intense abdominal pain. Each nail measured about 2.5 inches long, making this a truly strange and bizarre story. Bola could not explain how he ended up swallowing these dangerous objects, leaving doctors baffled. Thankfully, despite the shocking number of nails, none of them caused any damage to his stomach lining. The skilled medical team worked diligently to extract the nails, ensuring Bola's safety. This unusual case serves as a reminder of the mysteries that can sometimes arise in the human body and the incredible capabilities of modern medicine. How do you think someone could swallow that many nails without realizing it? Let's uncover the truth about Gangnam Style's success. This catchy song by South Korean artist PSY took the world by storm in 2012, becoming the first video ever to reach a staggering 1 billion views on YouTube. But why did it go so viral? Its upbeat rhythm, playful choreography, and colorful visuals captivated audiences across different cultures. PSY's unique style, which combined humor with a catchy hook, made it relatable and shareable. The song's popularity also sparked a global dance challenge, inspiring countless parodies and remixes, further boosting its visibility. Beyond just a music video, Gangnam Style became a cultural phenomenon, showcasing how digital media can transcend borders and create a shared experience. It opened the door for K-pop to the international stage, proving that music has the power to unite people worldwide. How did one song change the landscape of music forever? Uncover the beauty of the Beach of Love. Tucked away in a stunning underwater crater, this secret gem can only be reached by swimming through a narrow, enchanting tunnel. Imagine taking a dip in the turquoise waters and emerging to find a breathtaking white sand beach framed by towering rocky walls and an open sky above. This magical place isn't just a natural wonder. It has a fascinating history linked to military explosions from decades ago, which carved this unique landscape. When you step onto the soft sand, it's as if you've entered a hidden paradise, untouched by the troubles of the outside world. Visitors describe the experience as surreal, with the stark contrast between the vibrant ocean and the serene beach creating an unforgettable scene. Whether you're an adventure seeker looking for a thrilling swim or simply hoping to relax in a stunning location, the Beach of Love offers a perfect escape. So why not consider adding this hidden treasure to your travel bucket list? Is it really true we have 7 octillion atoms? You might find it astonishing, but the human body is made up of around 7 octillion atoms. That's a 7 followed by 27 zeros. Atoms are the tiny building blocks that form everything in our universe, including us. They come together to create molecules, which are the key components of cells that make up our organs and tissues. Every breath you take, every thought you have, and every movement you make involves an incredible number of these atoms interacting in various ways. Imagine a vast city where every structure represents an atom, and within that city, countless connections are being formed every second. This immense number emphasizes not only our own complexity, but also the intricate nature of life itself. Each atom plays its role in various bodily functions, from powering our muscles to enabling our brain to process information. Isn't it mind-blowing to think about how such a tiny part of our makeup makes us who we are? Hard to believe, but gasoline is cheaper than water. In Venezuela, the price of gasoline is an astonishingly low price of just over a penny per liter. This makes it the cheapest fuel in the world, which might sound amazing at first. However, there's a surprising twist. Despite this incredibly low price, the country's overall economy is facing serious challenges. Venezuela has struggled with hyperinflation, food shortages, and a collapsing infrastructure. People can fill their tanks for practically nothing, but they still find it hard to buy basic groceries or access reliable public services. This perplexing situation creates what many call a paradox. While gasoline is virtually free, many Venezuelans feel the pinch of economic hardship in their daily lives. How can a nation blessed with plentiful oil face such dire times? Understanding this situation helps us appreciate the complex relationship between resources and economic health. Here's a wild fact about belly buttons. You might think belly buttons are just little navel holes, but they have a quirky twist. They can actually grow hair. This isn't just for show. The hair often traps lint and other tiny particles, keeping your belly button clean in a way. It's all linked to hormones, which can stimulate hair growth in this unusual area. Some people notice this more than others, and it can vary from person to person. It's a fascinating reminder of how our bodies can have surprising features that we don't often consider. So the next time you see a linty belly button, remember that those tiny hairs are working hard behind the scenes. Isn't it funny how something so simple can have such an interesting backstory? Who knew that something as ordinary as a belly button could be so remarkable? Believe it or not, Romans loved graffiti too. In ancient Rome, public spaces, especially bathhouses, were often vibrant with graffiti. These writings weren't just doodles, they were personal messages that provided a glimpse into the lives of everyday Romans. One eye-catching example reads, "Adamus got me pregnant," showing that graffiti often involved intimate stories or gossip. Far from being simple scrawls, these inscriptions served multiple purposes: marking territory, sharing news, or even expressing feelings. Graffiti allowed individuals to communicate with future generations, much like social media does today. Wealthy households and public forums often had walls covered in these witty, humorous, or sometimes scandalous messages, giving us a fun window into their culture. In this way, graffiti was an art form and a social commentary, revealing how Romans navigated their lives, relationships, and identities amidst bustling urban life. Is it really true that Minnesota bans ducks on road trips? You won't believe this quirky law. Minnesota has a unique regulation about our feathered friends. It prohibits crossing state lines with a pet duck, yet allows geese to waltz across borders without any issues. How strange is that? The distinction between ducks and geese in this law seems arbitrary, leaving many scratching their heads. The reason behind this bird law isn't entirely clear, but some speculate that ducks may be associated with certain health regulations or risks that don't apply to geese. Regardless, this regulation reflects Minnesota's rich culture, where wildlife and nature play significant roles in daily life. So if you're planning a trip with a pet duck, remember to check your state laws. Otherwise, you might be turning back before you even start the adventure. Did you know Peru's pyramids rival Egypt's marvels? This intriguing fact showcases the impressive architectural achievements of ancient civilizations beyond the well-known Egyptian pyramids. While the pyramids of Giza are world-famous, Peru is home to incredible structures that demonstrate a sophisticated understanding of engineering and design. The pyramids of Caral and those in the Moche and Nazca cultures are considered more intricate and complex than their Egyptian counterparts. They feature multiple levels, advanced construction techniques, and unique geometric shapes that reveal the rich history and creativity of Peruvian societies. These structures suggest that ancient Peru was not only a thriving civilization, but also a place where artistry and functionality flourished together. So the next time you think of Grand Pyramids, remember that there's more than one story in the world of ancient architecture. Here's something incredible about cymatics. Cymatics is a fascinating field that reveals how sound can create stunning geometric patterns on surfaces that vibrate. Imagine hitting a drum or strumming a guitar and seeing the sound waves transform into beautiful shapes. This science helps us visualize the connection between sound and form, showcasing how vibrations influence everything around us. When a surface is vibrated at different frequencies, it can create various designs, from simple circles to elaborate fractals. Artists and scientists alike use cymatics to explore the artistic side of acoustics, merging science with creativity. This technique not only deepens our understanding of sound, but also inspires innovative art forms and even practical applications in engineering and music production. Who knew that the invisible waves we hear could create such remarkable visuals? Here's a wild fact about alligators. In 2012, a 63-year-old man named Wallace Weatherhold from Florida had a shocking encounter when an alligator bit off his hand. What led to this intense moment? Wallace was illegally feeding the alligator, which is not just a dangerous action, but also illegal. Instead of sympathy for his misfortune, he faced legal consequences for breaking the law and putting himself and the animal in danger. This incident highlights the unexpected repercussions that can arise from interacting with wild creatures. Alligators are powerful and unpredictable in nature, and feeding them can lead to aggressive behavior and dependency on humans for food. Wildlife experts stress the importance of respecting these animals from a safe distance. So next time you see wildlife, remember, it's best to admire them without trying to handle or feed them. Who knew a simple mistake could lead to such a dramatic turn of events? Ever wondered how Tesla sells cars differently? Instead of using the traditional car dealership model, Tesla offers a fresh approach with its showrooms. Here, customers can explore all the sleek electric vehicles, but there's a twist. You can't haggle over prices. This setup mimics the experience of shopping for gadgets, making it more straightforward and user-friendly. Customers can also order their dream Tesla online, eliminating the need to visit a dealership. Once the order is placed, the vehicle is delivered right to their door. This innovative model not only simplifies the buying process, but also allows Tesla to maintain control over pricing and inventory. By doing things their own way, Tesla is reshaping how we think about buying cars. Could this model inspire other industries to rethink their sales strategies? Guess what really drives your cholesterol levels? While vegetable oils proudly flaunt the label cholesterol-free, this can be misleading. Cholesterol itself only originates from animal fats. You'll never find it in plant oils. However, this doesn't mean that these oils are always heart-healthy. Some plant oils, like palm oil or coconut oil, contain high levels of saturated fats. Consuming too much saturated fat can raise your LDL cholesterol, often labeled as bad cholesterol, which may increase the risk of heart disease. It's important to note that not all plant oils are created equal. Oils like olive or canola oil, which are high in unsaturated fats, can actually help improve cholesterol levels and promote heart health. So the next time you reach for that bottle labeled cholesterol-free, consider how the type of oil and its composition affect your overall heart health. Are you ready to make informed choices? Guess what really drives desert rocks to generate electricity? In 2019, researchers from Peking University made an exciting discovery about certain desert rocks. They found that these rocks can generate electric currents when they are exposed to light, acting almost like natural solar panels. This happens because the rocks have thin coatings of iron and manganese, which are key players in converting sunlight into energy. When photons from the sunlight hit these minerals, they kick electrons into motion, creating electricity. Imagine the potential of harnessing this natural phenomenon. It's like tapping into a power source that doesn't require complex technology. This discovery opens up new avenues for renewable energy, especially in remote areas where sunlight is abundant. Instead of relying solely on solar panels, we might one day use these amazing rocks to help power our devices and homes sustainably. What if I told you humans walked on the moon first? It's true. Before we had the convenience of wheeled suitcases, which didn't hit the market until the 1970s, humanity had accomplished an incredible achievement: landing astronauts on the moon. In 1969, during the Apollo 11 mission, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin took those historic first steps on the lunar surface, while Michael Collins orbited above in the command module. This remarkable feat showcased human ingenuity and determination, proving that we could reach beyond our planet. Imagine astronauts bouncing around in bulky spacesuits, planting the American flag in a world completely different from Earth, all while travelers on the ground were still hauling heavy bags. The fact that we achieved such a monumental goal before designing a suitcase with wheels is a fascinating reminder of how innovation can sometimes lag behind our most ambitious dreams. Could you have imagined that? Did you know that plants can hear water flowing? Recent research reveals a fascinating phenomenon involving certain plants known as tanaman. These unique plants have an extraordinary ability to detect the sound of flowing water nearby. When they sense this sound, they can adjust their growth patterns, extending their roots toward the water sources even if they can't directly access them. This remarkable adaptation allows tanaman to thrive in challenging environments where water is scarce. It's like they have a built-in radar system, guiding them and ensuring their survival. This ability showcases how plants are more perceptive than we usually think, responding to their surroundings in sophisticated ways. Next time you wander through nature, consider how some plants might be listening for a drink. Isn't nature full of surprises? Ever heard of beer and shoes in Belgium? At the Dolagrite Bar, a unique twist on enjoying drinks adds a fun element to the experience. When patrons order the bar's famous giant beer, they receive a shoe as a quirky guarantee. Instead of simply keeping track of the giant mug, the shoe is hung from the ceiling, creating a humorous and memorable sight. This tradition sparks curiosity and laughter among guests, who enjoy the friendly atmosphere as they sip their beverages. Once they finish their drink and return the giant mug, they get their shoe back. This playful approach not only ensures that the special mug makes its way back, but also makes for an unforgettable outing in Belgium. Next time you're in the area, consider stopping by Dolagrite for a huge beer and see if you dare to leave your shoe behind. Is it really true that camels have 3 eyelids? Absolutely. These fascinating creatures have evolved this unique feature as a natural defense mechanism against sandstorms. In the harsh desert environments where they live, winds can whip up clouds of sand that irritate the eyes. To combat this, camels possess not 1, but 3 eyelids, 2 outer eyelids and a 3rd transparent eyelid that closes horizontally. This special eyelid acts almost like a windshield wiper, sweeping away sand and keeping their eyes safe and moist. Thanks to this remarkable adaptation, camels can easily navigate through their sandy habitats, remaining comfortable and unhindered during fierce storms. This remarkable resilience highlights how nature has equipped camels with the tools they need to survive and thrive in one of the harshest climates on Earth. Here's something incredible about 3D printed medical materials. Researchers are continuously exploring innovative ways to enhance surgical techniques, and origami-inspired designs are leading the charge. These 3D printed materials have a remarkable ability to self-fold into specific shapes when they come into contact with water. Imagine a medical device that can transform its form, just like a piece of paper art. This mimics traditional origami, where intricate folds create stunning shapes. By using these smart materials, surgeons can significantly reduce the time and complexity involved in stitching procedures. Instead of relying solely on conventional methods, doctors can utilize these self-folding materials to create efficient and effective solutions tailored to individual needs. As this technology advances, it could revolutionize how we approach surgical challenges, potentially leading to quicker recovery times and better patient outcomes. Isn't it fascinating to see how art and science collide in such meaningful ways? Did you know that you blink 25,000 times weekly? Each of us performs this small yet vital action without even thinking about it. Blinking serves several important purposes. It keeps our eyes moist, protects them from dust and debris, and even helps us maintain focus. When you blink, a thin layer of tears sweeps across the surface of your eye, washing away tiny particles and ensuring that your vision remains clear. Interestingly, we don't blink at a consistent rate. It varies based on different activities. For instance, when you read or stare at a screen, your blinking rate can decrease, causing dryness or fatigue. On the other hand, when you're startled or surprised, you might blink more frequently. This fascinating act is more than just a reflex. It's a crucial part of how we maintain eye health and comfort. Next time you find yourself reading or watching something, pay attention to your blinking. It's a little miracle happening right under your nose. You might be shocked to learn that Popeye got violent. In an alternate version of the 1938 cartoon, Popeye the Sailor meets Sinbad the Sailor, there exists a scene where our beloved sailor, Popeye, decapitates a villain. This scene definitely adds a twist to the typically lighthearted tone of Popeye cartoons, raising eyebrows about the level of violence present in animation aimed at children. Originally, audiences were treated to a variety of quirky and humorous scenarios, featuring Popeye, Olive Oyl, and Bluto. But this intense moment pushed boundaries a bit too far for its time. The reaction was swift. As concerns about children's exposure to violence grew, this particular version was quickly withdrawn from circulation. It's fascinating to consider how cultural sensitivities have evolved since the late 1930s. This incident reflects the ongoing conversation about what is appropriate for younger viewers in media today. Can you imagine how different our beloved sailor's adventures might have been if that scene had remained in circulation? Can you believe the heart pumps so fiercely? This incredible organ is not just a symbol of love, but also a powerhouse of the human body. Each day, your heart beats around 100,000 times, pushing about 5 quarts of blood every single minute. With such impressive strength, it can generate enough pressure to squirt blood up to 30 feet away. This constant flow ensures that oxygen and nutrients reach every cell, keeping your body functioning smoothly. The heart works tirelessly, maintaining this rhythm without much thought, giving us life and energy. It's fascinating to think that such a small organ can have such a big impact. So next time you feel your heart beating, remember just how remarkable it really is. Isn't it amazing that this singular organ can do so much stuff to keep us alive? Think about that the next time you feel your pulse. Is it really true that the oldest movie is from 1888? This intriguing gem of cinema history is called The Landslide Garden, a film that takes us back to the very beginnings of moving pictures. Recorded in the late 19th century, this film marks a remarkable milestone in the evolution of storytelling through film. Unfortunately, we only have a tiny fragment of it left, a short video clip that gives us a glimpse into the early days of filmmaking. Imagine how different the world of entertainment was back then. Audiences were mesmerized by flickering images and the magic of motion. As the film industry grew, it paved the way for the vibrant and diverse cinema we enjoy today. Although The Landslide Garden is largely lost to time, its significance remains. It reminds us of the inventiveness of early filmmakers who worked with limited technology to capture life on film. So the next time you watch a blockbuster, take a moment to appreciate the roots of cinema that stretch all the way back to the 1880s. You won't believe this art made from Excel spreadsheets. Japanese artist Tatsuo Horyuchi has taken a unique approach to creativity by using Microsoft Excel as his canvas. Instead of traditional paintbrushes or fancy drawing software, he enjoys the functionality and straightforward nature of spreadsheets. Tatsuo Horyuchi meticulously designs each piece, utilizing the grid layout of Excel to create vibrant images and intricate patterns. This unconventional method stands out not just for its originality, but also for the meticulous planning and skill involved in transforming a tool typically used for calculations into a medium for artistic expression. By embracing the digital world, he invites viewers to see Excel in a whole new light, proving that art can truly emerge from anywhere. What do you think of creating masterpieces with such an unexpected tool? Can you guess Gilligan's mysterious name reveal? For all the fans of the classic show Gilligan's Island, one quirky detail remains a thrilling mystery. We never learn if Gilligan is the character's first or last name. This intriguing enigma adds to the charm of the show, leaving viewers wondering about the beloved character played by Bob Denver. The unanswered questions keep the spirit of the series alive, creating conversations among fans even decades after it first aired. Interestingly, this isn't the only captivating story related to TV. Actor Jorge Garcia, famous for his role as Hurley in Lost, lost 30 pounds before joining the cast, showcasing his dedication to the role. Meanwhile, an emerging trend suggests that video games can sometimes be surprisingly effective in fighting depression, even outperforming traditional therapy methods. With so many fascinating connections across different entertainment realms, it's fun to ponder how these little pieces of trivia shape our culture, isn't it? This might surprise you, the origin of the term nerd. The term nerd was first popularized by Dr. Seuss in his whimsical 1950 book, If I Ran the Zoo. In this story, the term described an odd character, but it took on a life of its own as it spread through popular culture. Over the decades, the meaning of nerd shifted significantly. No longer just a term for quirky characters, it evolved into a badge of honor for those deeply passionate about intellectual or technical subjects, from computer programming to science fiction. This transformation highlights how children's literature, often lighthearted and imaginative, can have a lasting impact on language and our perceptions of different personalities. Today, being a nerd is celebrated in various communities, showcasing creativity and enthusiasm in fields once thought of as obscure. Whether you love discussing the latest tech innovations or diving deep into the realms of fantasy literature, Embracing the nerd label can foster connections and inspire others to pursue their interests. How did a word from Dr. Seuss change our view on passions? Is Slovenia's chimney the tallest in Europe? Absolutely. The iconic chimney located at the Trbovlje power plant reaches an impressive height of 360 meters, making it the highest chimney in Europe. It towers over the beautiful Slovenian landscape, attracting both tourists and extreme climbers looking for a thrilling adventure. The climb to the top is not for the faint-hearted. Climbers often use harnesses and ropes to navigate the steep ascent and breathtaking views. Once at the top, adventurers are rewarded with stunning panoramas of the surrounding valleys and mountains. Many climbers say the rush of reaching such heights, combined with the adrenaline of the climb, makes it a must-try for anyone seeking an unforgettable experience. Would you dare to take on the challenge of this remarkable structure? Have you heard about eye tattoos? Some individuals are now tattooing the whites of their eyes, injecting them with vibrant colors to create a striking look. This trend, while visually stunning, raises serious concerns. Many people are unaware of the risks involved, which can include severe pain and even major vision issues such as blurred or double vision. The process involves using a needle to inject ink into the sclera and is often performed by unlicensed practitioners. Given that the eyes are incredibly delicate structures, introducing foreign substances can lead to complications like infections or inflammation. Moreover, the long-term effects of these inks are still largely unknown. As fascinating as the idea of colorful eye tattoos might seem, it's crucial to understand the potential dangers and make informed choices. Would you consider such an extreme beauty trend? Prepare to be amazed by natural sparkling springs. Did you know that some natural springs produce carbonated water all on their own? These incredible springs were the original source of sparkling water long before we had modern bottling techniques. Imagine a bubbling spring with delightful fizzy bubbles dancing to the surface. This natural carbonation happens when carbon dioxide gas escapes from the ground, mixing with water in a way that produces a refreshing drink. For centuries, people have enjoyed this effervescent water straight from the source, marveling at how nature can create such a delightful beverage. Even today, some bottled sparkling waters trace their origins back to these natural springs. So next time you pop open a can of fizzy drink, remember that nature was doing it first. How cool is that? What if I told you stress can be deadly? When Mexican soap star Mariana Levy faced a terrifying moment just before being mugged, her body reacted in a shocking way. Despite being a beloved celebrity known for her vibrant performances, Levy experienced a severe heart attack triggered by overwhelming stress. This tragic incident highlights how stress is not just a mental challenge. It can lead to very real physical consequences. Our bodies can release stress hormones that impact heart health, and if the stress is intense enough, it can lead to serious problems such as heart attacks. Levy's untimely death reminds us of the importance of managing stress and seeking help when we feel overwhelmed. While life can bring unexpected challenges, it's essential to find healthy ways to cope, whether through exercise, talking to friends, or practicing mindfulness. How do you handle stress in your life? Guess what really drives presidential burials? Andrew Johnson, the 17th President of the United States, made a unique request for his burial. When he died on July 31, 1875, he wanted to be laid to rest with a copy of the U.S. Constitution and under an American flag. This choice reflects his deep commitment to American values and the democratic principles the Constitution embodies. Johnson, who was a key figure during the Reconstruction era, believed that these items symbolized his dedication to the nation and its governance. His burial site serves as a poignant reminder of his presidency and the turbulent times he faced. Even in death, Johnson wanted to highlight the importance of the Constitution in shaping America's future. Today, visitors to his grave can appreciate not just a historical figure, but the enduring legacy of the ideals he cherished. What might future leaders wish to include in their own burials?